It's week 1 of the 2032 season, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Looking to throw right away. Buys time, rolling right. Going deep. He's got it deep downfield. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
The Eagles and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's on the move. Throwing on the... They connect on the deep shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles swell their first quarter by 6. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10 now. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. Jukes one defender, and they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing from the gun. Getting out to his left. He calls his own number again. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles blowing them out in this opening quarter. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Buying some time left. Connects with the open man downfield. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles continue dominating in our opening half. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well, because you're right, it was one.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them.
Let's go now.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Forced out to his right. He can run it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. And I know we're still in the first half, but you look at his totals, Brock. It's looking like 100 yards isn't just a faint possibility. It's almost a certainty with how well he's been mixing some dual threat reps into his work here. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw on 1st. Escapes the pocket. Big gain downfield. At the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles ballooning the first half lead even further. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They go play action on first. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Headed out right. Taking off with it again. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Airing it out to start this drive. Flush down out to his left. He's running with it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Oh, he's calling his own number again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
To throw here on first down. Took off with it again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Has it in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Throwing it to start this drive. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles trying to end this before the final quarter. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way.
First and 10, looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Throwing now on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. Davis there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
First down from the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Ready up.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Lays out left side and gets it. And how about this, a 600-yard game, Brock? You know firsthand, you got to be close to perfect to even flirt with 500. And he's been that and then some. He's reached a mark that no quarterback has gotten to before. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To throw it on first down. Forced out to his right. This finds Smith. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles are running them out of the building. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with the road win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.